सो ऑप्टिकल फाइबर जो यूनिट नंबर सेकंड है, उसमें हम लोग अभी ऑप्टिकल फाइबर का इंट्रोडक्शन वाला पार्ट हम लोगों ने पढ़ा था। और अब जो नेक्स्ट टॉपिक है वो है टाइप्स ऑफ फाइबर। तो किसी भी ऑप्टिकल फाइबर को नॉर्मली हम 3 कैटेगरीज में कैटेगराइज कर सकते हैं। दे आर नॉर्मली ऑप्टिकल फाइबर में जब भी इंफॉर्मेशन हम प्रोपोगेट करेंगे, तो इंफॉर्मेशन प्रोपोगेट करने के टाइम पर हमारा जो मेन मोटिव होता है कि वेदर वी आर एबल टू प्रोपोगेट मल्टीपल इंफॉर्मेशन एट अ टाइम और वी आर प्रोपोगेटिंग अ सिंगल इंफॉर्मेशन एट अ टाइम. So on the basis of that particular scenario, the optical fibers are classified into following 3 categories. The first category is single mode optical fiber or single mode step index optical fiber. Single means obviously there is only one path in which the information will travel. Step index हम यहाँ पे इसलिए कह रहे हैं क्योंकि जो हमारा refractive index profile है that is of step type, means जो कोर और क्लैडिंग का रिफ्रैक्टिव इंडेक्स प्रोफाइल है वो कैसा होगा, आपका सडन चेंज होगा कहाँ पर, कोर और क्लैडिंग के इंटरफेस पर. देन जो नेक्स्ट फाइबर है आपका वो है मल्टी मोड स्टेप इंडेक्स फाइबर. ऑब्वियसली मल्टी मोड मीन्स नंबर ऑफ मोड्स कैन बी प्रोपोगेटेड थ्रू द फाइबर, मीन्स हम यहाँ पर एक से ज्यादा पाथ पर इंफॉर्मेशन को प्रोपोगेट कर पाएंगे या हमारे पास में इंफॉर्मेशन मल्टीपल पाथ में ट्रेवल. There is another one multi-mode fiber available with us and that is called graded index fiber. And इसमें क्या difference होता है multi-mode step index fiber से, ये हम बाद में observe करेंगे. फिलहाल के लिए the refractive index profile will be quite different from the multi-mode step index fiber. The refractive index profile of graded index fiber will be of parabolic kind of, means there will be a slight change in the value of refractive index of core material. So let's begin with the first one. So the first optical fiber we are taking is single mode step index fiber. The cable for this fiber will be like what exactly is showing on the screen, and the cable looks like there will be a cylindrical shape tube we are having for the optical fiber, and the cross sectional view is shown here. The circular cross section will be available for the single mode step index fiber. Of course the features we will discuss later on, and right now the second diagram shows the refractive index profile for this single mode step index fiber. In this kind of fiber, we are having a single core with a refractive index profile N1, and then the outer layer is covered by the cladding material, and the refractive index profile of this particular fiber is N. So there, as the figure shows, there will be slight change in the value of core and cladding refractive index profile. There is a step change, or there is a change of stepwise in the value of N1 and N2. The value of refractive index of core will be larger than the value of refractive index of cladding, because if we don't satisfy this condition, the total internal reflection of the light will not be possible. And if the total internal reflection will not be possible, the light will do not propagate properly, or the whole information will not propagate properly, or some information will be deteriorated, or some information will be lost during the propagation. So for maintaining the condition of optical fiber communication, we have to maintain the condition, that is we have to maintain the refractive index profile of core and cladding, and that is N1 should be greater than N2, and with this we can perform the basic condition of basically total internal reflection of light. So the first figure is for cable, second figure is for step index profile of core and cladding material, and now we will going to discuss the features of step index fiber. So the features of the step index fiber are: a single mode step index fiber has a very fine thin core of uniform refractive index of a higher value. which is basically surrounded by a cladding of lower refractive index, as this is the mandatory condition for optical fiber communication. So in single mode fiber, we are having a very fine core in which the light will propagate or the information will propagate, and the value of refractive index of core is slightly higher than the cladding. For example, if the core is having a refractive index of 1.5, then the cladding will be of lower value, that is approximately 1.48 or 1.49, for example. Then the next point is the refractive index changes abruptly. Abruptly means suddenly uh, at the core cladding interface, that is at core cladding boundary, because of which it is called as step index fiber. Means when we are approaching from core to cladding, at the interface, we observe the change in the refractive index of core and cladding material, and there will be slight change in the value of cladding refractive index, and it will be basically of lower value. So there is a stepwise change in the value of core and cladding refractive index, and we basically observe it from the figure, second number figure. Then the third point is an opaque protective sheet. Opaque, you might have heard about the transparent, translucent, and opaque material. So that kind of material is used for protecting the information with a layer called sheath, and sheath surrounds the cladding material or the cladding region, and it basically prevents the information to be lost. And this particular sheet is used as a prevention. So an opaque sheath protects the fiber for the communication loss, and we can get the information properly propagating through the fiber. A typical SMF is the short form of single mode fiber. So a typical SMF has a core diameter of 4 micrometer. 4 micrometer, that is 4 into 10 to the power minus 6 meter, and it is very small in value. So the value of core diameter is very small in comparison to the light propagating through the fiber. Then if we launch an information inside the fiber, obviously in case of propagating an information in the optical fiber, we launch the information at some angle, and that angle must satisfy the condition of critical angle. So in case of single mode fiber, if we launch information, it will definitely on a particular angle. But since the diameter of the core is very small, so we will observe this at most appearing as a streamline propagation inside the fiber, because that particular angle could not be reflected properly because of the small area or the small aperture or the small cross-sectional area available with single mode fiber. So light travels in a single mode fiber along a single path, that is along the axis, and it is the zero order mode that is supported by an single mode fiber. What does it mean? That is, whenever we launch an information inside the fiber, it will basically propagate through the fiber in a single path. No multiple paths will be allowed through this fiber, and the path will be known as the zero order mode. Mode is the way of propagation inside the fiber. So the type along or the way in which the information is propagating through the fiber is zero order mode, and it will be supported by the fiber. Then the next point is an SMF is characterized by very small value of delta. What is this delta? This delta is the property of an optical fiber. It shows how much the refractive index varies of core material in comparison to cladding. This is called as fractional refractive index change. It is the fractional difference of core and cladding material, and basically it shows that the refractive index of core material is slightly higher than the cladding. In case of single mode fiber, since we are having a single core and it is of very fine structure, so the value of this delta or this fractional refractive index is approximately of the order of 0.00. How we can express this delta? This delta can be expressed as n1 minus n2 upon n1. This we will going to discuss in our later on section discussions. And There are some numerical problems related to this, which we are going to solve in our next session. So SMF is characterized by very small value of data, and it is of the order of very small value, and it is typically of the order of 0.002. So whenever we wish to see the cross-sectional area of this single mode fiber or any kind of fiber, we find that an optical fiber basically appears in a kind of cylindrical tube, and there are certain regions available with each and every fiber. There are basic 3 regions available with the fibers, and they are basically innermost region is called the core, which is shown here with the refractive index N1. Then it is surrounded by the next layer, it is called cladding, it is having the refractive index of N2, and finally the overall region is protected by a third layer, and that is called sheath. The second figure shows the light propagation inside the fiber, and this is the side view of optical fiber communication or the information propagation inside the fiber. Since we are having a single layer of core material and it is of refractive index N1, and the cladding layer is next to it, and it is having the refractive index of N2, and the dash part or the dotted line shows the mode of propagation inside the fiber. Since the area of cross section is very small for this fiber, so the launching of information will not appear as an angle, it will appear that a streamline path is there, and this is called the zero order mode of propagation. So that's how the single mode fiber works. Now taking to the next category or the next fiber is basically multi-mode step index fiber. Again, this fiber is having the same structure as for the single mode fiber, that is the cable will appear similar to that basically we observe in the single mode fiber. Means there will be a core, there will be a cladding, there will be a sheath for the protection. So the cable appears just similarly like we have seen in the single mode fiber. Then the refractive index profile will be quite similar to that, except that the area of cross section for multi-mode fiber is larger in comparison to single mode fiber. So again, there is a core, it is of higher refractive index profile than the layer surrounded by the next layer, which is called cladding, and it is of lower refractive index profile. The refractive index profile is again shown in the second figure, and it shows that there is a slight difference between the core and cladding refractive index, and the change is basically stepwise, and that's how the TIR condition is satisfied again. Now, coming back to the properties of multi-mode fiber, as the name suggests, it is a multi-mode fiber. That is, number of paths we will observe in the multi-mode fiber carrying the information independently. That is, number of paths are there for information propagation inside the multi-mode fiber. Multi-mode fiber, we can use the shortcut form MMF, and where M stands for multi, M stands for mode, and F stands for fiber. So a multi-mode fiber is very much similar to the single mode fiber, except that its core is of larger diameter. Means we are having a large aperture available for this fiber, and the information can propagate in many paths or in many types or in many basically working modes inside this fiber. Then coming to the next feature, a typical MMF has a core diameter of 100 micrometer. In case of single mode fiber, we have observed that the diameter of core is of 4 micrometer, which was very small comparison in comparison to the light propagating through the fiber. But in case of multi-mode fiber, it is of a larger value, which is of 100 micrometer, and it is approximately comparable to the light propagating inside the fiber. So a typical MMF has a core diameter of 100 micrometer, and which is very much large comparing to the light wavelength which we are basically using for the information propagation. Then since we have already suggested that, or since we have already discussed that a number of paths can travel inside this kind of fiber because of large area available with this fiber. So light follows many zigzag paths inside the fiber, and zigzag means in random paths are there, or so some information will propagate particular along particular one path, and the other information will propagate along a definite angle on other path, and so on. The numerical aperture, what does this mean? Numerical aperture, in each and every device which is having any opening for entering any kind of information or any kind of entry inside that particular device, the aperture is there, and this aperture basically shows you how much light the optical fiber will accept for the information propagation. So the numerical aperture of this particular multi-mode fiber is larger because we are having large area for the information acceptance, and that's why the numerical aperture of multi-mode fiber is larger. The typical value of numerical aperture for this kind of fiber is basically, as you are seeing on the screen, is approximately 0.3. That is, we are having large information area, so the information can follow many zigzag paths, and since the diameter of the core is large comparison to the single mode fiber, which is typically of the order of 100 micrometer, so the value of numerical aperture or the capacity of information acceptance for this kind of fiber is in comparison to single mode fiber is large. Again, the cross sectional area, if we observe for the multi-mode fiber, will be similar, because again this fiber will contain a single core, then the second layer is cladding, and finally there will be a protection sheet. The side view will be a little bit different from the single mode fiber. Here we are having the clear path or the clear vision of zigzag motion of information propagating inside the fiber. Why this is so? Because we are having the larger area in comparison to single mode fiber, and we observe so many zigzag paths carrying the information, different information inside the fiber towards the destination. So the third fiber now we are taking is graded index fiber, and it is also known as grain fiber, GR for graded and IN for index. So graded index fiber is again a multi-mode fiber we are having with, and the information can propagate inside this fiber will follow several zigzag paths or several typical paths we will going to see in the next figure. But the difference is that in case of multi-mode fiber and in case of graded index fiber, there is a difference between the refractive index profile scenario. Like in multi-mode fiber, what we have already seen as this kind of fiber is having step index profile in the refractive index version, and in case of graded index fiber, we are having the parabolic refractive index profile. Parabolic means there are gradual change available in the refractive index profile of core and cladding. How it is different from multi-mode fiber? In case of gradient index fiber, we are having multiple layer of cores. That is, instead of one layer of core, we are having n number of layers for the core, and each layer is having different refractive index profile. Like for the innermost region, if there is a core layer, then it is having a refractive index of 1.5. Then the layer covering this particular layer next to it is 1.49, then 1.48, and so on. That is, if we come across from the center to the outer area, we observe the gradual decrement in the value of refractive index of core material. That is, the layer which is nearby to the axis of the fiber is having highest value of refractive index. But when we move towards the radial distance toward the boundary of the fiber, we observe that the refractive index profile of each and every layer decreases continuously. That's why this fiber is known as graded index fiber. That is, there is a graduation in the value of refractive index of core material, and they are in n number in particularly a particular fiber. So then finally it is surrounded by a cladding, Here the figure shows, the first figure shows the refractive index fiber profile of a particular fiber, and let's discuss just a minute. So here we observe this typical refractive index profile, and it is of parabolic kind, and I have shown in the second diagram NR, where R represents different layers of core, and towards moving from the axis of fiber. What is the axis of the fiber? This is the axis of the fiber. From moving to the axis of fiber to the boundary region of cladding area, we observe slight reduction in the value of refractive index. So the layer nearby to the axis of the fiber will have the highest value of refractive index. Then the layer next to this particular layer will have little bit lower value, and so on up to the cladding. So this typical refractive index profile is known as the parabolic refractive index profile, and this is the specialty of gradient index fiber. So what are the features of gradient index profile fiber? A gradient index fiber is basically designed uh, to propagate multiple information, and how it propagates, let's see. So a gradient index fiber is a multi-mode fiber with a core consisting of concentric layers of different refractive indexes. That is, in short, we are having n number of layers for core material for gradient index fiber. Here, instead of one layer of core and one layer of cladding, we are having multiple layers of cores. Next point. Therefore, the refractive index of core varies with distance from the fiber axis. That is, the layer which is nearby to axis of the fiber will have the highest value, and it will basically falls off if we move from the axis of the fiber toward to the boundary region. It has a value in the next point. It has already written that it has a value at the center and falls off with the radial distance from the axis. The typical refractive index profile causes a periodic focusing. What does it mean? Means instead of observing zigzag path inside the fiber, we will observe some periodic fashion of propagation of information inside this fiber. That is, the information will propagate inside this fiber in the periodic fashion or periodic pattern, and we will observe this kind of propagation inside the fiber. Next point. In case of grain fiber, the acceptance angle and the numerical aperture will decrease with the radial distance from the axis. This is because whenever we approach from the center towards the boundary region, as the refractive index profile of the core decreases, so as the refractive index profile decreases, the value of acceptance angle and the value of numerical aperture will also decrease. Then the fibers of grain kind, here we observe the parabolic index profile, and how we will going to define the numerical aperture of this fiber. The formula is written over here, where Na is the numerical aperture, then N1 is the refractive index of core, delta is the fractional refractive index change, small r is the radial distance from the fiber axis, and small a is the radius of the core material we are having. In case of grain fibers, there are certain categories available for the gradient index fiber. We are having a variety of gradient index fiber, and how we can select the fiber, it depends upon the sizes available of this kind of optical fiber. As per our need, we select a particular size and we basically propagate the information through this fiber, or we can utilize the fiber for the specific purpose. How we can select the gradient index fiber of different sizes? They are available in the sizes like 50/125, 62.5/125, and 85/125. What does it mean? 50/125 means the core material is having the diameter of 50 micrometer, whereas the cladding material is having the diameter of 125 micrometer. So the manner of denoting the sizes, core diameter oblique cladding diameter. Means I have written here as 62.5 oblique 125. What does it mean? 62.5 is the diameter of the core material, whereas the cladding material, whatever the layer of cladding material I have used, the diameter for that particular section is 125 micrometer, and so on. So what we have discussed, we observe the periodic focusing inside this fiber. The pattern is shown in the side view, showing typical ray path along the grain fiber. Here we observe 4 ray paths for this particular kind of fiber. And since in this kind of fiber, we are having multiple layers of core. So at each and every material, the light will basically experience the refraction of light, and it will slightly tilt from the path it is exactly following before going to the next layer or before reaching to the next layer. So because of this successive refraction of light, we observe this sinusoidal focusing or periodic focusing of optical information propagating this graded index fiber, and we do not observe the zigzag path as like we observe in the single mode fiber or multi-mode fiber, because there we will have a single layer of core and single layer of cladding. Here we are having multiple layer of core and a single layer of cladding. So the light will experience multiple refraction of light, and at each and every refraction, light will slightly tilt or slightly bend its path and propagate through the fiber, and because of which we observe periodic focusing instead of zigzag path fashion or zigzag path pattern inside the fiber. The 2A is written here. This is the overall diameter of core. I have already told you that small a is the radius of the core material. So the complete diameter of the core region is 2A, and that's how the light is propagating through this fiber. In our next lecture, we will going to discuss about the properties of fiber, and the properties are basically utilized for the selection of which fiber is suitable for our application. Like if we are propagating information for the army applications, so we have to select particular fiber. If we are doing the endoscopy, then particular fiber should be selected, and so on. Based upon the application area, we have to select a particular fiber, and for this we have to focus upon certain properties, and that we will going to discuss in our next lecture. Thank you so much.